Okay, hi everyone. I'm Alex Beige. I make websites and also I write plays. And yeah, I love drugs. Not conceptually, but every single individual drug. And today I'm going to share a found poem that I'm going to perform it. And I found it on this dark web forum. And I'm going to give a little context first. So this post was made in December of last year by the admin of what is currently the largest dark web market. And I came across it and I was just like, wow, this is just so romantic. It's like poetic. And it doesn't exactly capture my personal opinions, but some of it resonated with me. And yeah, so many people turn to illicit substances because of the healthcare system failing them, and not as an alternative to sobriety, but more so as a necessity. So this prose poem is a little spooky, but it's also very cool. Okay. An open letter to governments and law enforcement. We have not created this issue. We have not created the market around archetype. The drug market has evolved and exploded over the past decades. We are not the reason humans crave drugs more than ever. Again, we have not created this market. This is something only corporations worlds bigger and more powerful than our small project can ever do. Truly bad humans, they create issues and provide the solution. We did not create any issue. It was there before and will remain when we're gone. What we are actually doing, however, is fueling and pushing an inevitable radical change. Everyone reading this can name someone who should cut down on ibuprofen and a glass of wine or other socially acceptable drugs. They are nothing other than that, drugs. In addition, usage of illegal drugs is probably more common than one might think, judging from a few customers whose information went past my eyes as a part of our work supporting their purchases. Behind both of these lies the same drive. They're looking to improve their current life and feeling. Coming back to the introduction of this letter, we have not created this issue. In fact, I think we are as much resisting the pointless solution by the government using tremendous resources to hunt dealers and operators of services like ours in order to push said government into a new, proper solution. Rival gangs literally taking out lives that mean nothing to them, robbery and attacks on in-person transactions, and no way to have a visible reputation tied to a vendor that is closely being watched by an independent staff team to reduce harm caused by substances as good as possible. Believe it or not, the only gang clashes we have here are kindergarten discussions about reviews. We also don't want something stolen from someone, which is why we're mainly about drugs, and don't allow credit cards or other fraudulent goods here. While this all sounds great, we surely cannot ignore the fact that some person might have lost their life as a result of a trade on this platform, rather as a direct customer and user or by being a customer from a reseller of our platform's products in real life. I hope the number for this is close to zero, and I am truly sorry for every negative impact this site also has, but I am also confident that we saved more of them with this platform. They will buy the drugs with or without a digital way of doing it that puts a barrier between rival dealers and the customer and their dealer. Some even need to purchase products here as literal medicine because they cannot afford it going the legal way. While I'd love to see nobody taking drugs at all, we try to make the inevitable as pleasant as possible. Just, again, the underlying issue does not go away with us. Shouldn't it make you think that I ask you to address the core issue, which would make archetype and all future markets obsolete at some point, or at the very least reduce the customer base quite a bit? Not everyone in the history of markets has had the same motivation. Looking at all the exit scams, I must admit that I fear most are in for the money. And there's nothing wrong with being in it for the money, and the money to be earned in this economic sector is quite inviting for sure. They are just playing the game they were put into when they were born into this system. While I hate to say it, even the exit scammers did their part here. Every single market has shown you over and over again, you will never stop this, ever. You may arrest me tomorrow. You may arrest me in a week. I'm not hiding in paranoia, and I'm not running. After this letter, you might rub your hands when you've gotten me for having the audacity to address the real issue you should work on. I almost feel sorry to tell you the following about a potential bust of any marketer staff member. You have accomplished nothing other than potentially collecting some money and making the average Doe feel better in front of his television at night when he sees agents in suits patting one another over their great success against horrible crime. I wouldn't even be surprised if you let markets grow just to have more money to collect in case you manage to do so. I will be replaced overnight. Even the entire market will be replaced with the next head of the Hydra in no time. You might put my body in a cell. Some of us might even be traded as capital between countries for money and favors. Isn't it funny how justice works? However, it doesn't matter to me. This is bigger than you and me. Please, start working on the root cause. We are a symptom. We are archetype. This letter was approved, written, or read by other staff members of Archetype prior to publication. Their opinions, motivation, and beliefs may vary greatly. Okay, that's it.